Bride Tribe, Chloe here with Wildflower Wedding Planning. Thank you so much for tuning in for another episode. We actually have one of our own planners here.
Hi guys, I'm Whitney. Like Chloe said, I'm one of the planners here at Wildflower Wedding Planning.
Yeah, and we're here to talk about something that a lot of our brides ask us, like whether or not they should have a coordinator or a planner for their wedding. So there's a little bit of differences here, and Whitney's going to talk a little bit more. What does a coordinator entail?
Well, a coordinator is more of just the day of kind of thing. It's just making sure everything's going smoothly, timeline, all of that. A planner really starts from start to beginning.
Right. Exactly. So a coordinator is more of just coordinating the loose ends, whereas planning is the full-on process. Is there certain types of people that need a planner versus a coordinator?
Yeah, definitely. If you're looking for, a more stress-free kind of day, you definitely want to go with the planning experience where you just do the fun parts of the day.
Right.
Coordinator, I would see more you want to be super involved, you're kind of very organized, and you have a lot of extra time to dig into wedding planning.
Right. So a lot of our brides ask us, and they're on the fence about whether they need a coordinator or planner for the wedding. And so we've kind of dove into 5 signs that you need a planner versus a coordinator. And so what's the first?
So the first one, it's kind of silly, but is if you're getting married.
Yeah.
So a lot of people kind of think that they've gone to a lot of weddings, they know what goes into a wedding. I actually was a bridesmaid 8 times before getting married, and I thought I had this down. Once I got a planner for my own wedding, that's when I really saw what really went into it. And then when I started working here is when it's like, whoa,
even more.
There's even more.
There's so much that goes into it, and I think, having a professional by your side to guide you through the process is really going to be the best way to ensure that you enjoy the planning process versus making it a stressful experience where you're not looking forward to it. So, and then what's number 2?
Number 2 is if you have a full-time job.
Oh yeah, busy brides.
Right, so this is when the coordinating and planning comes into it. If you don't have a job and you have a lot of hours to dump into the wedding planning, definitely you can get away with the coordinator, but if you have a full-time job, you're not going to want to be doing all the emailing back and forth for sure.
Oh yes, absolutely. So if you have a full-time job, then it's definitely the best route to hire a professional who can find the most efficient way for you to get through those processes and be able to enjoy the best parts of planning.
Right. Which takes us to number 3, which is if you live out of town.
Oh yes. It's so difficult if you're not in town and you need to communicate with vendors, you're not aware of the vendor community here, so that's something planners can help you with.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of our brides we're seeing are coming from out of town nowadays, and they have no idea. Since Chattanooga is so rich in wedding vendors, there's so many options and they're all great. You really want to find the one that's best for you.
Absolutely. And we're so lucky to have such great vendors.
I know, I love our vendors.
I do too. Okay, so number 4 takes a little bit of self-awareness.
Which is if you're a procrastinator or a little bit unorganized.
Yes.
Some of our brides aren't, and we still love them, but they do need that extra help.
Exactly. And so what are some signs that people are maybe unorganized or hard, or it's hard for them to make decisions?
Right, which brides that don't know their contracts, for videographers, photographers, stuff like that. Not really just on top of all the fine details.
Right, and so definitely want a planner to come in and just keep all those things organized so that when you do finally get to that month before, when all of those things start coming together, that you have your contracts, you know how long you have your photography, you don't have to add on more hours or take it away. It just can be really efficient.
Right.
Okay, number 5, our last
one. 5. That is if you want to have a stress-free, fun wedding day.
Absolutely. And who doesn't want that?
Don't know anyone.
Me either. It's just a big project. Going into a wedding is something that is very new and fresh to people, and I think because sometimes people will go to a lot of weddings that they think they know what goes into it, but even you being on the bride side and now on the planner side can see that there's just a lot of fine details and kind of behind the scenes things that people don't realize.
Right. Some people don't want to keep up with all the invoices, and timelines, and the vendor communication, and they really just want to do the big decisions.
Absolutely.
And just, show up at the meeting and go home.
Exactly. Say, I like this linen and I want those flowers, and take a picture on Instagram and call it a day.
Right.
But we also do coordinating. We love our coordinating clients. It's just there are certain people that need a planner and there are certain people that need a coordinator. So if you are in need of any more answers to questions, Whitney and I are happy to talk to you and kind of help figure out what's right for you for wedding day. And if you need any more information or want to dive deeper into the 5 signs that you need a planner versus a coordinator for your wedding, then please check out the blog that's associated with this video. Thanks, Whitney.
Thanks.